Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out, can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right piece. I'm a Happy trails!
Howdy. What can easy... The one in the fancy suit seemed... Word of advice, though. It was a prospector until I decided to... Don't get me wrong. Town's... There's a couple... The lead... We... Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got... The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her. Yeah, I guess. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight. Tell you what. Follow me. It's... Everything all right? Well, let's just finish this first, all right? Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got a bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems... Let's see if we can get a little closer. Okay, you're on. Go give them hell. See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells. I don't blame you. They're good eating, but that's about it. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and...
Done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. What do you want? He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got... Let me get out of town before we talk. Too many unfriendly... It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the... None of your damn business. Rob some people, burn some things, kill. Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion. Nuke. They've got troops. Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important. Yeah.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. I'm sure I've got some. Pleasure doing business with you. Looks like our little town. About a week ago, we figured he was just in Some of the others... Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night. He's holed up. You mean All right. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have, of course, helping Ringo and all. Don't know why you. He's a convict, just without. Not much, other than there are a bunch. Of course, one of the great cons. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. That merchants avoid that. I didn't hear. Fellow wants to get. Sure, the outside looks okay, but there'd be caps in it for you. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. Fine by me. Mostly traders look. Most travelers heading south on the island. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over. The dam. Be careful out there.
That's close enough. Who are you? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard. We got off to a bad Yeah, he doesn't look very tough though. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friend. We just end up sharing the same. Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around.
Howdy. Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. Just like that. I have a feeling that Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, if you could convince Trudy, I know Easy Pete's got us. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. I'll be waiting.
Hey there. So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The Powder Gangers are here to play. At least 6, Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
I owe you a huge favor for this. I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan Camp.
Hey there. That'll teach the Powder Gangs to avoid... Sure can. NCR patrol. Off the road, you'll... Not in good springs, no. But if you're... Most of what's in... you want to take a shot at it. If the lock's too much... Always happy to help. I'll... Sure, what do you... Around here, mostly coyote. The geckos aren't too... Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. If you follow the road, I wouldn't head that direct. They can be right put. Not that I got a choice. If you want to know anything... Until next time.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Good Springs is... Got a special... Give me a shout if you need it. The new Cal... They do it... Be careful.